This is us. Anyway.
This is us, YouTube.
Hey, how's it going? I'd wanted to do a movie commentary for a while. We'd wanted to do a commentary of this movie for a while, and we figure this will help us with copyright things. Tragically, Alan Young, not the original Scrooge McDuck, but the guy who voiced Scrooge McDuck for most, if not almost all of Scrooge McDuck's appearances, has recently passed away, and we thought a nice tribute would be to watch one of his best appearances, the DuckTales movie.
And in my opinion, this is one of the best. This was released theatrically, wasn't it?
Yep, it got theatrical release.
But it was released by who? Which company, though, in Disney? It was the same people who did the Goofy movie, right?
Yeah, they were going to have like a whole series of movies based on the TV series, but we only got 2, although the 2 that we got were both very good.
Which was the other one?
Goofy movie.
Oh.
Yeah, Goof Troop.
I thought you meant based on DuckTales.
Oh, no, I meant based on TV series in general. Like, I'm not, don't quote me on this, but I'm sure they were probably planning a Darkwing Duck movie, a Gummy Bears movie, even a Tailspin movie. That would have been sweet.
A Darkwing Duck movie.
Let's get dangerous. That would be something.
Not to be that nerd, but I really miss the 90s.
Oh, many of us do. If you're watching this, you probably do. Little chorus there.
Extra chorus.
Extra chorus, yeah. Just making the volume just so.
And isn't this our villain right here?
Yep, that's
this bird.
That's Murlock. DuckTales the movie.
Treasure of the Lost Lamp. That looks like some Indiana Jones shit.
I was about to say, it is very Indiana Jonesy, but DuckTales was always kind of a pulpy sort of story.
You know what I noticed about this movie, watching it as an adult for the first time?
What's that?
It's nothing like adulty or anything. It's just that, like, we both noticed that the animation is a lot better during this part of the movie.
Yeah, the characters are just a little more expressive. The shading, there is shading. The shading kind of goes away after a while.
And it's so funny because I never noticed that as a kid.
I feel like they wanted to start on a really high note with this. And then, once the audience is already hooked, then they can kind of lax a little bit. Because I feel like the budget for this wasn't great. Oh,
Dijon.
Oh, no.
Dijon is like my new favorite obscure Disney character.
He's pretty adorable.
Oh, he's so cute.
I remember I read a book. I got a book from the library called Real Bad Arabs that was about stereotyping. What? It was real as in REEL, like a film reel. I should have said that. And it was about stereotypes of Middle Easterns in movies, and they did not like this movie. They also didn't really like Aladdin either, although they seem to be lukewarm about King of Thieves. They seem to be okay with King of Thieves for some reason.
Oh, but I always liked Dijon. He was even my favorite as a kid. Because he's funny. He's funny. Hilarious. Aw.
Well,
if you're watching with us, you'll understand what I like about Dijon. It's just...
He's got a derpiness to him. It isn't anything, about stereotypes.
Yeah, it's not
he's just a derpy character.
I don't know. Like these other characters.
I think they complained about these characters more, like about how they're all kind of
yes.
Cowardly and.
I understand why Arab people would have a problem with the other.
Yeah,
characters.
because they're more like one-note stereotypes. Dijon has a personality at least.
Yeah, and yeah.
A very cute personality. I like this little visual gag.
I wish I remembered DuckTales better.
Yeah, it was a good show, but I didn't watch it all the time because we didn't have Disney Channel when I was growing up. This like everyone has Disney. Just about everybody has Disney Channel now, but back in the early 90s, Disney Channel was like this really expensive thing, and occasionally it would air like as a sample. You would get it even if you had standard cable, and be like, the Disney Channel's on. Disney Channel used to be a lot cooler.
You missed Launchpad's line about, he said, look what you've done to these ancient ruins. And he said, well, it could have been something new.
Oh.
I always wondered why Kali Baba looked like he was like a more realistic anthro.
I never noticed that. That's a good point.
I thought that was strange when I was little.
I think it was just a stylistic art choice.
Probably, yeah. Overanalyzing at a young age. That's me, all right.
I was the same way. I overanalyzed. You know what I overanalyzed a lot as a kid that I couldn't ever figure out? The names of the Bernstein Bear characters. Because you got Mama Bear
I
and
like
Papa
this line
Bear.
here.
Well, the delivery's great. Thank you, Mr. Young.
Robes. Ruffles have ridges. Anyway, go on.
You
What were
got
you
Mama Bear and Papa Bear. Were they always Mama Bear and Papa Bear? Did Papa Bear's parents name him Papa Bear to know that he was destined to marry? What if he was a bachelor?
Colin,
What was his original
You
name?
realize that their names are Mama and Papa Bear because they're the mother and father of the family, right?
Yeah, but what were they before?
Well,
What
did
was
you ever wonder about their privacy? Maybe they didn't want to put their names in the books.
Maybe. I don't know. Good point.
That's a pretty good shot of the villain.
Yes, Christopher Lloyd. This is some really good character animation.
I'm sorry, all I can hear is the hacker from Cyber Chase when this villain speaks.
I love Christopher Lloyd, but he really does only, do the one voice.
And Rasputin from
Rasputin.
Anastasia.
Yeah, Murlock and Dijon were actually created for this movie.
My own mountain of money? Yippee.
Oh, he is so adorable.
What cute.
Come on, my old fingernails. I like, we've got some animation smears in here. I wonder how he met Dijon and how...
Yeah, it's probably just a digger at the site. Floss.
How do you steal a piece of floss? You're asking that.
Wait, and why is there a Gouda cheese festival?
I think other than being for a cheap joke.
Yeah, how did he steal one piece of floss?
Maybe one of the guys is a Gouda enthusiast.
He should have stole a packet of floss. How do you steal
Unless-
one piece of floss?
Unless they're in the Stone Age when it comes to floss technology.
Ooh. See, he's the most expressive character. He's the funniest character, and he has the most personality out of all of them.
Well, the
That's
new
why
ones
I
at
liked
least.
him.
But yeah, he was created for... These two were created for the movie, and Dijon actually appeared in a few other episodes of DuckTales, working as, a gentleman of fortune sort of, guy. Just a hired guy to screw things up, and Murlock showed up in a couple video games, I think.
Oh, so cute.
Hey, what do you call a three-humped camel?
Zootopia. This little screen he does right here.
I like how they had a Star Wars style wipe right there, screen wipe. This does feel very Spielberg-y. I mean, I don't think Spielberg has ever done anything for Disney, but this feels like a Spielberg type movie.
That was a good shot.
I wish that Donald was in this movie. I know he's not in the show that much. Come to think of it, there's not a lot of Launchpad in this movie either.
Well, there's enough of him.
There's enough Launchpad.
Launchpad was my second favorite character when I was a kid.
I will be...
Because he was the second funniest. Ow, my Tootsie!
I will be honest, I think a little Launchpad goes a long way.
Well, same goes for all the comedic side characters, right?
That's fair,
Unless you happen to be in a relationship with the comic relief character.
But in seriousness, that's why I think the Minions movie didn't work, was because you can only have so many Minions. And this is coming from a guy who loves comic relief characters, believe me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he is one, so...
Enough. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I like how they do the thing where, no matter what Murlock turns into, it's still unmistakably Murlock.
Sorry, I hit the mic by accident.
Oh, wow.
Sorry if you heard that.
It's all good. Yeah, Alan Young, he just tapped into the Scrooginess of Scrooge. Because before him, I think there was only one other voice actor who I can't remember who was in a theatrical Scrooge cartoon. I had a goofier voice.
The villain seriously looks bloofy.
He does
at times in this movie.
Oh yeah, the face.
The facial expressions, yeah, and something else that's going to show up later that we'll bring up when it happens.
Oh yes.
Oh god, this line.
Okay, that's a dumb line about the mummy.
I like the mummy line.
That joke's been done so many times.
Oh, leave it. The kids probably haven't heard it before.
Okay, in fairness, when I was a kid, I thought that this was like the funniest script ever. So it might, parts of it don't entirely hold up now, but
well, it held up pretty good for its time.
Oh yeah, well, I think the action aspects of it, especially these booby trap, this whole pyramid scene is a lot of fun. And the Junior Woodchucks instruction manual that has everything that you could possibly want to know in it.
Was that like a trope?
What, the...
in the time period?
Are we talking about the instruction manual?
Like, you know, being in, like, a Boy Scout something?
Yeah, I mean, the Junior Woodchucks thing has been around since the 40s. That was created by Carl Barks, who also created Scrooge McDuck, for that matter. And it just became a running gag that every single thing that they could ever want would be in the instruction manual. It was like the best Boy Scout group to be in.
We spoke over the, ooh, that could have given me quite a boo-boo line. Oh, but one of my next favorite lines is coming, actually.
Yeah. Timing. He's basically playing the role of evil Goofy.
Oh god.
He's just evil Goofy, I realize now. And this is a well animated.
But still just as lovable.
Oh yeah.
Honestly.
This looks like it's animated by Richard Williams. I know it's not, but it looks like a Richard Williams type thing.
You don't really think Dijon is evil, do you?
He's not evil, but he's definitely
morally ambiguous is more like it.
He's not good. Oh, the suspense here is actually really good.
I feel like he's far too, like, all he wants out of life is stuff. That's not really that evil.
I guess evil would be pushing it to truly call him truly evil, but he's bad.
But then again,
he's certainly not good.
But then again, I guess some of the bad people in life are the people who just want stuff, so I don't know.
True. Well, money is the root of all evil. I mean, evil, morality...
Look at those nuggets.
It's all relative.
I think it was SNL who said if you jumped into a pile of gold coins, you would just go splat on them instead of going inside of them.
I think even Family Guy did that joke. This looks so much more fun on TV. Yeah, I think someone said, well, a lot of Scrooge's money is actually liquid, so... Like figuratively and literally, his assets are liquid. I mean, his money bin is what he really loves, but I think in some comics it's said that he has a lot of, money in other places too, and the money bin is just, his trophy. Yeah, you can see the shading is totally gone here.
Those freaked me out when I was a kid.
They tread the line between cute and actually kind of scary. That delivery is so cute. Sex, yes! Oh, right away, Mr. Scrooge.
Yeah, the way he calls Mr. Scrooge Master is a little...
Well, at least it's not Sahib or something, I don't know.
I still like him. I feel a little bad, but I can't feel that bad because they make Dijon so...
I mean, it's like how I like the animated characters in Song of the South, I do.
Oh yeah, the animated ones are cute.
They're
they
so
are
well
from
animated.
Aren't they from black culture at the time, in the time period though?
Oh, well, yeah.
I had someone told me once that the original Brer stories were about black people being pit against each other in the South, but I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, don't quote us on this. But the animated Song of the South was a lot of fun. Oh, Webby.
You said that she totally played him there.
Oh yeah, she did play him. She played him, you get that.
I always thought she just wanted either the lamp or the crown.
Yeah, but I think she unknowingly played him.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh god.
Oh Oh, these scorpions. They're creepy, but there's a weird cuteness to them. I can't quite put my finger on it. I think it's the derpy eyes. They're just like, ooh.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
If they didn't have the eyes, they wouldn't be cute. What have they been surviving on, I wonder? You are very strong, Murlock.
I am being abducted.
And this is before Aladdin, too, but this whole thing feels very Aladdin-y as well. And not just because of the genie, but this... I don't know, the booby trap cave. I guess that's another trope thing.
This shot here where he's crawling up the, It's cute. He's crawling very fast.
The fact that their claws are kind of gooey is creepy. But you notice the animation's a little... Good character animation here, but it still looks a little cheaper. Apparently this was animated in France. I only know that from watching the credits. Always gonna say it.
Who? Oh, you mean Launchpad?
It's turtle time. And this is back when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were really popular. I mean, well, they're still popular, but I'm talking about the original cartoon.
Oh, don't mention the new ones, please.
Okay, I won't.
Don't do it. I'm in a good mood.
He said it!
He said it!
He said a thing! He said a thing from one cartoon to another cartoon.
Okay. Let's hush up because there's another funny line coming up. That cracked me up too when I was a kid.
You know, if you count as canon, Donald's nephews have met the Ninja Turtles.
You mean like in a comic
Cartoon
or something?
All-Stars to the rescue!
Oh, no.
There's a million wild and wonderful ways to say no. I felt so betrayed by that cartoon when I was younger, because I wasn't around for the original airing, but I found it at a video store, and I was like, holy shit, I like all these characters, and then... It was an anti-drug message. It was terrible.
Supposedly that was everyone's reaction who was a child who saw it at the time, so you're not alone.
I was mad.
I'd never seen that as a child. The first time I saw that was the Nostalgia Critic review.
That's probably why I liked his review. Oof. Does he really need the lamp, is my question? I mean, he can turn to animals, he's super strong. I mean, I guess the point is
and
that he's...
like, he can't die because he's been alive for, like, centuries or something.
Well, his wish to never die is still holding up.
Yeah, so why would he need the lamp? Yeah,
I guess the point is, it's just like he's so greedy and evil, he...
Maybe that's why the talisman is green.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I guess he's just so greedy, nothing is enough for him.
I like noticing...
the symbolism.
Yeah, color symbolism in movies. Here I come. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
A little awkward takeoff animation.
Oh, wait. No, don't wait.
And also, how does Deshaun get to Duckburg, I wonder? That must have been a long walk if Murlock just left him.
Maybe Murlock circled back
and
picked
come
him
on
up
already.
after we left.
Okay, day, I am coming.
Okay, day.
He is kind of Jar Jar-y, you gotta admit.
No, don't say that.
Oh.
I mean, even if it's true, don't say it because...
You're right.
Yeah. You know, the internet thing. You never know with them.
You never know.
The internet is a blessing and a curse all at the same time, isn't it?
Oh,
I say as we record ourselves to put ourselves online.
Oh, hi, old fear of drowning. Nice to see you again.
Oh, at least they survived.
Oh, of course.
Oh god, this line.
Yeah, the animation is definitely taking a lag here. Even the characters look a little off.
When they cough, it sounds cute.
Oh, Russie Taylor as the nephews. And I think she's Webby too, actually. Oh.
Webby's theme is cute.
Yeah, David Newman did some really good music for this movie. He also did Brave Little Toaster, and this music sounds very Toaster-esque. He's got a habit of doing good scores for bad movies. Not that This or Toaster was a bad movie, but I also did, like, Jingle All the Way, Daddy Daycare. Got them parachute pants. Oh, this is how he gets back. We see. I forgot we cut back to him.
That's threatening.
Have you noticed in cartoons everybody has the polka dot underwear?
Well, the villains do.
Yeah, the villains always do. Yeah,
Sometimes
or
it's hearts. Exactly.
Yeah. It's always villains should just buy plain underwear. It'd be a lot less embarrassing.
I like this take.
And June Foray as the secretary. She has such an adorable voice.
Society ball.
She's been working since like the 50s or 60s.
I always thought that sandwich looked kind of good.
I know. I'm like, Scrooge, eat the lunch. Cartoon food always looks so good. Give it to me.
Sell it. Scrooge don't care. Who didn't care?
And his house was so swanky.
That maid lady is cute too.
Oh,
What's her name?
Mrs. Beakley. She's Webby's grandmother.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think
what's this guy's name?
his name is Duckworth. But he's the only one who's not a duck. It doesn't make any sense. Why not make him a duck too? But is it too many ducks? Is there a duck limit here?
Maybe I don't know. Like
cute too.
Racial diversity. I don't know.
Well, I mean, in the world of Carl Barks, there are like three main species. There are ducks, dog faces like the Beagle Boys, and pigs. There never seem to be any racial tensions between any of them, thank goodness, but those are the three species.
I still think that Max Goof is a hybrid between a human woman and Goofy because...
Oh, given the old cartoons?
Yeah, there was like a human woman in one of them who was married to a Goofy character. That may or may not have been Goofy, but that's my headcanon.
And that's a fine headcanon. A weird one, but a fine one.
Thank you. And this was my third favorite character.
Rip Taylor voicing the Genie.
He's a cute genie.
This is definitely better than the other role I remember him for, which was the Tom and Jerry sailor guy. Although he got a good song, at least.
Did Rome fall yet? Oh.
I remember you asked what Shibui meant once.
Yeah, what does that mean?
And I'm like, well, let's see. And so I Googled it, and all I got was results for this movie.
So they just made it up.
Whatever it was made for this movie, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was something a kid used to say. I don't know.
You know, how old is he? I mean, I know he's like ageless because he's a genie and he doesn't age like we do, but...
He's got the mentality of a kid.
Yeah, but his eyebrows are great. Maybe his hair ages and he doesn't.
Maybe. I always love this. This scene too. I mean, he's definitely, meant to appeal to the young kids, but there's something still that's kind of charming about him.
I always thought that was like a woman's voice for some reason.
Well, he had the feminine tone in that one.
Encyclopedia. Cover to cover to cover. He's saying cover to cover there, but when I was little, I thought he said, "I'm coming to cover to cover to cover."
It's always funny how you can mishear something and then kind of refuse to acknowledge when it's real.
I said that when I was little. Get back.
He's like the prelude to the Robin Williams Genie, the precursor. He came first.
Do I look like a birthday cake?
No, he looks so defeated here. Just like, oh crap, they found out. I actually think this scene here was pretty well written, where he talks about how, he can only do so much as a genie. He's like, wishes, not miracles.
Okay, was he tasting the lamp?
I thought he was kissing it, maybe, or blowing on it.
I was like, I thought he was trying to eat the lamp.
That must not taste good. I mean, on the other hand, though, later on we found out that he was responsible, thanks to Murlock's wish, for destroying Atlantis. So maybe he's not letting on how powerful he is.
Well,
I mean, he doesn't know these kids, and kids are kind of crazy sometimes. Oh boy,
great voice acting here, though.
looks kind of painful to cast a wish.
He just didn't want to do it.
True, I guess. And this was a cute-ass elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Very Dumbo-y. I like the pink bow. But this actually does bring up some interesting points about genies. You know, why you should keep it a secret.
The elephant was nice enough to catch him as he fell over. Oh.
Very elastic animation.
Oh, he can shrink.
Oh yeah, because you gotta go back in the lamp at some points. That might be my reaction if I came in here and found an elephant.
Fair enough.
Complete with the woman scream.
I cannot take this guy to any carnival rides.
Well, you can. It just...
I can, but the people will, like, all the glass in, like, the tri-state area is gonna break.
The carnies stare at me when I scream. My scream is not manly.
By the way, we missed the line where Mrs. Beakley went up to Scrooge and said, "Elephant, a pink!" Great voice acting.
Pink elephants.
There's some great voice acting in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, they had a very good voice cast for the show, in general.
This movie is still funny. I don't know if, like, my sense of humor hasn't matured or whatever, but I still find it hilarious.
Like I said, I mean, it's definitely not the most mature film, but it's a DuckTales movie. It's fun.
Watch. Just watch. This shot.
No, the chair. I think I read, I think this movie is kind of a love it or hate it thing, though, because I read one review of it by an author of a Disney book called The Encyclopedia of Disney Characters. Great book, by the way, even though it only goes up to Hercules. And this guy absolutely adored this movie. He loves this movie.
Oh, that's good. I thought it was going to be the opposite.
No, he loves this movie. This movie has, like, one of the longest entries in the book, it feels like. Like, nice. He puts in all these details. Like, he clearly loves it. But then I had this book on just animated movies in general, and the author really couldn't stand it. They said that Scrooge was unsympathetic. That,
that's Scrooge's character.
Exactly. He didn't get the point. And, that Scrooge is kind of a jerk sometimes, but he's a good guy at his core, thanks to his family. Oh, that face.
We didn't hear it.
I can hear Robin Williams delivering that line. Hey, Pops, give me 5. Get down. Get real.
Get a haircut.
Get a haircut.
But this was before... was this before or after they cast Robin Williams?
This was... I'm pretty sure this was before. Although Aladdin was in production for a while, but I can just hear that line being delivered by Robin Williams, is what I'm saying.
True. Aw, maybe Genie and
Genie
would be friends.
I can see that, although this one doesn't seem to be as into transforming. I guess being around Murlock so much kind of turned him off from the whole transformation thing, huh?
Maybe.
That's my headcanon.
You'd never do that either, would you?
Oh God, no.
You'd be like, all right, let me down.
Okay, let me down. How do I land? How do I steer? How do I steer? Chelsea, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Like, one video, we should, you know what? I should get you on a carnival ride next time it comes around town, and so we can post it and be like, this is...
Go viral.
This is Colin. Not really.
He's bouncing very slowly.
Oh God! If I so wanted some of that someday when
this was like the best looking. This is like delicious, even though it's kind of just. Did it have a bowl?
Well, it landed in the swimming pool.
Oh, okay, good. Because I'm like, if it landed in the grass, I don't know if I want it. Like I said, animated food looks great. I remember one of the weirdest things I ever saw Don Bluth say was there was an interview with him, and he was talking about Anastasia. It's like, there's not a lot of food in Anastasia.
Oh, he wanted to
and-
put more food.
It was him and Gary Goldman, and they were just like, there's not a lot of food in this movie. Yeah, you don't see people eating much. And I was just like, I guess you don't.
There was an orange. There was like tropical fruit in the original script, right? Anastasia threw an orange to Dimitri.
Yeah.
So there was that, but it was cut.
And he's eating an apple at the very beginning, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's gonna use that cane, and I've seen the Nintendo game. That cane is powerful.
Spending the night.
This was clever.
Cute.
And when I was a kid, for some reason, it went over my head that the genie zapped him. For some reason, I just kind of missed it, and I always wondered, why is Scrooge being so sweet here?
I caught it when I was little.
Stuff went over my head pretty easily.
Nighty night.
Sleep tight.
I like, what's his name?
Duckworth. I don't know if he ever got any starring episodes, but I remember there was a rather frightening one where Majika Dispel, the witch, made all their fears come true. And he, as it turns out, is terrified of panthers, so he hallucinates that his car is a panther.
Was she the one who had a weird crush on Scrooge? Or was that another character?
I don't remember Majika having a crush on him, but she had an obsession with him.
Huh.
But maybe she had a crush on him. I don't know. There are a lot of comics out there that I haven't read.
I thought there was one villainess who did. Yeah.
There's probably a villainess with a crush on Scrooge.
An owl. Oh, he's so cute when he's small.
Yeah.
And little spat of voice.
See this bird, hat, a wolf, bouncing up.
Boing, boing, boing.
It's just cute. This whole movie's cute.
It's a very cute film. One thing I wish in general, and this is not to criticize even Carl Barks himself, but I wish that they gave the nephews more individual personalities.
No.
Bad wisher. I mean, the nephews,
Oh, he's crying.
I love the nephews, but ever since, even since day one when they first appeared, they're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah, I can't tell them apart for the life of me.
I think only...
Except for the colors, obviously.
Yeah, and I think Louie's in green, Huey's in red, Dewey's in blue, but I could be wrong. There's also a joke fourth nephew named Fooey, where that anytime, it's like some inside joke that occasionally Carl Barks would slip in a fourth nephew in a group shot just to, like, mess people up. Just to see if anyone noticed.
That's diabolical.
And fans have nicknamed the fourth nephew Fooey.
My favorite.
Yeah. This is very Bluethy right here.
Yeah,
like-
kind of like Mrs. Brisby's,
The amulet, that's what I'm thinking of! Oh.
the sparkly,
Sparkly, yes.
As
I wouldn't be
what's his
surprised
name?
if that was intentional.
Jeremy put it.
I mean, back in...
Don't say that! You're gonna make Disney sound bad!
I'm just saying back in... No, I don't mean to make Disney sound bad. We love Disney. We love Disney.
Well, I'm just playing with you. Go on.
I don't mean to sound, back in the day, I know Disney and Bluth had a really fierce rivalry.
Well,
and
that's
I found...
kind of rich considering the fact that Bluth used to work for Disney.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he just didn't
Anyway.
like the directions they're taking. But there was an early draft of Aladdin in the script where the Cave Wonder was going to zap Gazim, similar to Dijon Thief, with his eyes instead of eating him. And it's actually crossed out in the script, and someone wrote no eye beams to Bluth, referencing, like, Dragon's Lair.
Dang.
Yeah, so
That's all I gotta say to
I was
that.
like, wow. I love those director's notes. He knows they hate him.
What? Oh yeah, because
He abandoned
yeah.
them. He betrayed and abandoned them.
Poor Dijon.
Oh, is this the blue thing?
Oh no.
When he looks like Jenner?
Another more secretive to him.
On the other hand, there's only so many ways you can draw an evil rat. I've seen a lot of evil rats in cartoons, and they all do have that kind of, dirty, devious kind of look.
Well, well, I mean, like, I never thought. Well, then again, I didn't know the difference between Bluth and Disney when I was little, so whatever.
Yeah, there was just Disney, and then there was not Disney. That's my big pet peeve, is when people mistake not Disney movies for Disney movies.
Oh, forget those people.
I love Anastasia, I love The Road to El Dorado, I love these movies, but they're not Disney.
Yeah, but when I was little, I didn't even understand, like, what an animation company was, you know? Like, everybody wants to say, oh, but think about the children, they won't know that it's a... And it's like, well, children don't think about these things,
It's true,
you
it's
know?
not... Kids aren't dumb, but they have a different way of thinking. That's just how it is.
I mean...
I cannot see
Anyway.
Scrooge in that tux. I like how Murlock gets his ass handed to him by Mrs. Beakley.
Mrs. Beakley here, yes. That was quite fun to watch as a child, too, I must say. Cathartic.
Oh, bad joke.
Well, when I was little, I said to my mom, "What's a Boston Tea Party?" And she's like, "Oh, well, that's that's history, American history."
Okay, then if it teaches the kids something, then keep it in.
Well, it makes them ask,
Yeah, that's
and
true. That is good.
that's important too.
He looks so helpless here. I
They
love
showed us the stars he saw when he got hit. That's awesome.
Yeah, Murlock.
Take that, you blue rat! Anyway, go on.
Despite being go back to Nim, go back to the rose bush. Despite being all powerful, it's nice to see Murlock, get kicked around a few times, which he does.
Oh, he does later too, which is. I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you're watching this movie for the first time with us, but
I don't know why you would be, but
well, they might. It's YouTube.
that's true. Thank you. If
We've
you are.
had this conversation before when
I'd
we
be flattered.
reviewed Brave Little Toaster.
That's true. I'd be flattered if you were. I like her weird colored giraffe back there.
She has so many toys.
Well, I mean, she does live with Scrooge McDuck. I mean, if there's one thing this movie shows, it's that Webby is his weak spot.
His eyes were going Charlie Brown back there.
Webby is definitely Scrooge's weak spot. All the kids are.
Oh God, these when they come to life, these toys seem a little uncanny valley to me.
Yeah, well, the problem is, unlike... Was that like a crossroad of Pooh and one of the gummy bears? Was that Zummy Gummy? Well, the thing is that...
Except for the tiger. The tiger seems cool.
The tiger's got personality, but the toys, there's something very off about them that I can't quite place. There's a mindlessness to them. They're just kind of... And see, when we were a kid, who didn't want their toys to come to life and play with them?
Touche.
Yeah, but here I don't... After watching this, I'm like, maybe things were better the way they were. Again, there's some nice character animation in here, like how she's sniffing around. This poor woman does not catch a break. On the other hand, when you live with Scrooge McDuck, you've just kind of got to get used to this stuff because his life is like a hurricane. I deserve that. I think that's Frank Welker as the tiger.
Of course.
Every
Frank Welker is
Frank
in
Welker,
everything,
every,
don't you know?
Every time an animal makes a noise, past like 1969, it's probably Frank Welker.
Because Frank Welker is amazing.
I think he just got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
It's great.
He deserves
it.
Yes, yeah, definitely. He's done. I mean, he's not just a Disney guy. He's done Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera.
Oh God, I'm about to make a joke that was done by another YouTuber already, so forgive me.
I like that's a duck that's messing with him too. I mean, I'm sure that was probably unintentional, but
but it adds a whole nother layer to the comedy. Wait for it.
What's interesting about the ducks in this world is the what they call furry confusion. These ducks seem to not quite be ducks because real ducks have appeared in these cartoons and the comics.
Oh my.
I mean, I know there's one comic where they go into a taxidermy place and see actual stuffed like mallards, and Donald and his nephews are like, let's go. This room's creeping me out.
Maybe they
I mean,
maybe they're
it's
like
humans and apes.
anti-creationists or something.
Maybe. Hi, Tinkerbell. Yeah, I kind of want the tiger actually. The tiger is the tiger's the cute one. And he could catch any rat that might come into our house. I just hope he wouldn't leave it on our pillow. Has Fairly Odd Parents taught you nothing? That didn't exist at this point, but... I can't believe that show's still airing. It's still airing, isn't it?
Unfortunately.
It's like, that should have ended,
Not that I had anything
against
against
it, like 8
but,
seasons ago.
there was a bit of, a lot, actually, of discourse going on about the most recent installment in it, which I won't mention because, let's face it.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
If you care about the show, you know. Even if you don't care, you probably know. Remember me. Oh. Good night, sweet prince.
And Dijon just gulps.
Oh. Oh, the helmet. And yeah, Scrooge is a jerk in this scene.
But you're already rich.
But that's Scrooge. He just wants more. I mean, I can kind of see what the critic is what the critic I was talking about was saying about Scrooge being rather unsympathetic. But again, that's the point. He represents the greed in all of our hearts.
I like what's his name's line here. Because he said you can go or something earlier.
Yeah, my ride. I can't roll my R's. Right.
Stop that.
Okay. You're much better than I am. But yeah, here he's like, a genie is just a thing.
Oh.
It's mean.
Yeah, Murlock, as badass as he looks, gets his ass handed to him. You're right, a lot in this movie.
Yeah, he takes a lot of abuse. Oh, another green.
Ah, symbolism.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and Scrooge, of course, does, realize, hey, maybe I shouldn't have treated this guy like a slave.
Oh. Yeah, at the end he pulls through, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Scrooge is like a jerk the whole movie. And you gotta have a character arc. It's just a thing. No, a character arc is a thing, I just said.
Pardon.
Oh. Ooh, nice little animation when I zoomed in there. Oh.
Listen to the children.
Listen to the children, please. Ooh, devious little Dijon.
Well.
Yeah, he's really only on Murlock's side out of convenience for himself. And even then, not always. I mean, in the other episode, I think in the other appearances, one was where he worked for Scrooge's arch rival, Flintheart Glomgold. Again, it's just a hired guy to screw stuff up. And in the other one, he found a goose that could turn the entire world to gold, and of course abused it. Oh, yeah, there's a pig lady.
Didn't Genie have a line at the end of "There's a party here in Agrabah" in the third Aladdin movie? The party going on now, get a party, and that sounds like what he said just now. You're right. Wow.
Well, I think that the direct-to-video Disney films were. I would be surprised if some similar people worked on this movie in that movie.
A couple of single guys out on the town.
We are wild and crazy guys.
Again, what does that mean?
Door prize? I think it's like a raffle sort of thingy. I think. I'm not actually sure. This guy is real. Murlock is really into birds. I guess it's convenient.
Valid point.
Valid point. Oh, he's got snowy shoes. At least he did. I am deeply regretting my decision right now.
I wanted to eat those too.
I know. Even like the simplest of animated food looks really good. There's a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers episode about a cereal, I remember, and even the cereal, it was just flakes, but it looked really tasty, and everyone was talking about how good it was.
Well, you like regular cornflakes without the sugar on them, so...
I like honey bunches of oats. Thank you very much. and Raisin Bran. Regular cornflakes, all the sugar
I got
is
you
too
into
bland.
Raisin Bran.
You did, and I thank you for that. But there's some cereals that even I won't touch.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like plain Cheerios. They're boring.
You missed the part where Dijon put all the utensils in his pants.
That's just cliche, Dijon.
But I just like the way he did the last fork where he's like so proud of himself.
Yes, oh, yes. Oh, this is the money fork. Hi, Indiana Jones looking guy.
Yeah, that guy looked badass. Never
And
noticed
there's
him
a
before.
Texan back there. Definitely a rich Texan looking guy. I guess these are all explorers and adventurers, so they have to look pretty, you know. Actually,
My
it's a
goodness.
very interesting group of characters here now that I've actually
Yeah.
taken a look at them.
Interesting. Does Scrooge, like, does he think he's bigger than he actually is?
Well, he has a ton of money and he is really good with his cane. And he's got a temper, too. His temper usually overrides his logic.
I've heard that that his cane can also be a lightsaber.
Yeah, we found a YouTube poop where it was a clip from Mickey's Christmas Carol where they replaced his cane with a lightsaber, and it was actually pretty hilarious. Just look up Jedi Scrooge and you'll find it. He has to
Of
honestly
course.
think about it, and you know, and as a fan of Scrooge, we know that he is honestly thinking about it.
He is the bear.
You are the bear. There's a bear within all of our hearts. I also wondered, what was it like in the lamp?
Going up.
In one of the Aladdin bonus features on the DVD, DVD, God, I feel so old. I feel so old just saying DVD, what's wrong with me? We see a tour of Genie's lamp, and it's kind of neat.
That bear has some very echoey roars.
He's a magic bear. Clearly the magic adds an echo. My pants are full of forks. It is very painful, but very, very, very rich. And now I can always eat whenever I want. Yeah, Dijon gets all the best scenes.
I told ya.
You're right. Like, what is it like in the lamp, I wonder? I mean, I'm just curious. Is it a void? Is it all metallic?
Could you move your elbow, please? Get me out of here!
All right.
Oh.
Oh, look who's talking.
And he's using him as a step stool.
Yeah, Scrooge is...
I never noticed that.
You can see Scrooge realizing, oh, gee, maybe I am being a dick. Duck. Bleh. Video entertainment. We're so dated, I love it. This is a very 90s film. Not quite as 90s as a Goofy movie, but there's a 90s feel to it. Oh, he wants to be friends.
Yeah, I really feel for Genie in this movie.
They don't play it up quite as much as the Aladdin Genie. You know, freedom to be my own master.
Yeah, here it's sort of like almost like a one-off joke with the entertainment system thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're still happy.
Ooh.
Oh, those came from my pants. Dijon, you little jerk. That reaction.
That was the right reaction, if you ask me, because he was like, ah!
Yeah. You're not even a duck.
Badly.
Oh. I like how even when he's getting the drift, he's just got a look of stupidity on his face. Like, oh yes.
I feel like, I don't know, I want the good animation from the beginning of the movie to come back.
Eventually, that's always size.
Hey, there's something that's not a bird. Ironically, he's trying to catch something in the air, so why didn't he turn into a bird?
For speed? I don't know. Couldn't he turn? Yeah. Yeah, he should have turned. Maybe it's so we can follow them from a distance. Oh, there we go. There is a bird. Okay, thank you.
Yay! Murlock bird.
One thing I like here is when they fly over to the mine bin, you can actually see in the distance that's a D instead of an S.
Oh. But that's not... Wait. That's not supposed to happen until later.
No, but it's already happened.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of the one shot.
Really lavish backgrounds here. Show that turban. That's a good point, yeah.
Well, things could have gone wrong anyway. Get the loot, you get the boot.
And I'm trying to figure out, do these guys... Because Scrooge's friends and family remember that he's Scrooge McDuck. Do his security guards just work for Dijon now, or have their minds been wiped? I'm so confused. Scrooge probably doesn't give a very good Christmas bonus, though. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, how this worked. I don't think they totally thought this one through. Or maybe they didn't think I'd analyze it so much.
And Murlock bird isn't doing anything. It's just standing
He's
there.
probably just, like, planning his next move. Launchpad, you know Darkwing Duck. Help me bail me out here. The empathy birds.
You'd think there'd be anthro pigeons or something.
Yeah. I'm so confused at this universe. There was this one comic where Scrooge... Due to a long list of weird, extenuating circumstances, Scrooge is trying to give a dog a great Christmas present after Donald, like, hypnotizes him.
Uh-huh.
And Scrooge, he decides to give him everything from the song 12 Days of Christmas. There's a lot of birds in that song, so there's all these non-anthro birds being captured, and it's very strange. Really funny story, though.
Oh.
No. No, Mrs. Beakley.
He hasn't heard.
Oh. Yeah, this is the scummiest thing Dijon does.
Oh, Mrs. Beakley.
She's helpful in the video game. She gives you ice cream. Not the spats. Oh. I guess it is their home too, yeah.
Dang.
Good lie. Those birds always get to me for some reason. Oh, and this part got me pumped as a kid.
Well, heists are fun.
Heists are fun! Especially one where, you know, Scrooge's million, billion, trillion dollars are at stake. I'm a little sad the Beagle Boys weren't in this movie, but...
They got the Three Musketeers.
Yes, they did get to be in Three Musketeers movie, at least. And they were suddenly French and British. He's not
And
so
they
bad
were
then,
cute,
yeah.
too.
Oh, they were adorable. I think they showed up as those versions of them in the Kingdom Hearts game, too. One of the Kingdom Hearts games. There are like 6 of them now, I don't know. And none that make a lick of sense, but they're fun. Someday we'll find out if that's true. Someday we'll find out if that's true, too. Oh, Dijon, you sad, sad idiot.
I don't think he knows about
The
me
great
yet.
and powerful Trixie. Why'd I say that? Why'd I say that? Okay, anyway, moving on. Oh, he's a little roach.
Ew. Okay, when I was little, right, and I was watching all the parts with Murlock as a roach, I was just like, I can't stand roaches, and I couldn't then, and I was just like, I know this is supposed to be funny, but I just don't appreciate this. Like,
See,
he's a nasty, dirty old roach.
I don't like roaches, but I think he's oddly cute here.
The only roach I've ever liked was Archie from Shinbone Alley.
I don't want to be a cockroach.
Who are you shouting at?
That is a very strange movie.
It was a good movie, though.
Oh, I like it, but if
The
you're
visuals is what you want.
if you're into if you want a slightly avant-garde musical from the 70s, watch Shinbone Alley.
And if you like Carol Channing.
That too. Or Fred Flintstone.
Ugh.
See, I like his character design with the the antennas being his eyebrows as well. And how he just grunts.
He is weirdly... He's a little funny as a roach, but... I guess I can appreciate it a little better now that I'm an adult.
My favorite cartoon cockroach is the one from American Tail.
Ooh, let's see.
Yeah, he's cute too. Not my favorite, but
I
he's
think
cute.
kitchen still's cleaner than this pocket. Look at my suit.
Look at my...
Yeah, he's this one's not a... Murlock does not make a cute cockroach, I guess. You're right. I love how Dijon thinks he's still going to get away with this. He has seriously underestimated virtually the entire rest of the cast.
I wouldn't have been able to do this.
Oh, spiders. I don't
Why
like
are there so many
spiders.
bugs in this part of the movie?
Well, spiders are actually arachnids, so, love you. Oh, a little bit of CGI.
Very nice.
Early CGI. I think my favorite example of early Disney CGI is the Big Ben scene in Great Mouse Detective.
This is getting a little, I'm getting a bit of a Goonies vibe from this. Uh-oh. Oh.
So, yeah, there is, I mean, more of a high-tech Goonies, but yeah, I mean, it's an 80s adventure movie, and this wasn't made that far from the 80s, so...
He got what was coming to him.
And I love how they set up the whole use their marbles thing.
Mm-hmm.
They set it up. So wait a second, this means that hypothetically Scrooge...
What did he
Scrooge's-
shake off of him just now? Was it
I
dirt?
think it was the dust and dirt, yeah. A bit of charred
Ugh.
roach flesh. Roach exoskeleton.
Ugh.
Does this mean that hypothetically Scrooge's money bin could be broken into by some kids with marbles?
I guess so.
I guess now he's going to have to make a whole new security system. Oh, that little face he does there. See, he might be an ugly little thing, but the animation on Murlock Roach is actually some of the best Murlock animation in the film.
Props.
I mean, I guess because you can also kick him around and really squash him.
Look at his mustache.
And that's why Carl Barks didn't like writing for Mickey Mouse.
What is that?
He said that with Donald Duck, you could kick him around and really, really wail on him. With Mickey, he was like a sacred cow.
He smooshed his face so hard into the elevator button that his beard just turned into a mustache. A little one. That was very strange. Okay, this part made me legitimately scared for Scrooge.
The
Like,
suspense is great in this.
It almost squashes his head here.
Toaster, throw yourself in the gears.
No, no, no. Don't do that either.
I know Scrooge is a cartoon character, but still, that is pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
And it cost a good hat. Oh, never mind. That hat is durable.
I buy the expensive hats called in...
Yeah, of course.
My accent is really bad.
And that's better than mine. I don't think Alan Young was Scottish, but he could do a very good Scottish accent. As a rich man.
Nice.
If I were a rich man...
Just step on the bastard.
Yeah, I like how most of the time when bad things happen to Murlock, they don't even mean to really be hurting Murlock. Miss Beakley was just attacking a rat, and... Your beard is so twisted, kiss me.
Don't write fanfiction about that.
Oh, come on, you know you'd read it. Maybe you wouldn't enjoy it, but you read it.
Not.
No, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay, fine. For all I know, this exists.
I
Rule
don't think-
34.
I'm not even sure if Dijon gets fanfiction.
Oh, what the injustice of the world. Ooh.
That was kind of a funny face
They,
you made.
they do a lot of good dazed faces here.
Yeah. And a lot of, sort of, like, not very bright looking faces for Dijon.
I wonder if this genie abides by the 3 genie rules, back from the dead, kill anyone, or fall in love. It never comes
Well,
up.
they never said that he did,
Yeah,
so...
and Murlock also has the amulet that gives him unlimited wishes, so maybe.
Dijon looks so cute in these next few shots.
With those big eyes.
And the shot before this where Murlock is like, and where are you going? He looks very sort of...
Very devious.
No, he just looks uncharacteristically cheery.
And that what makes it scarier.
And you saw how he was like something fitting. Just now, he totally looked like a Bluth character.
Yeah,
When
it
he
gets
said
very
that.
Bluthy at the end.
Oh yeah, this is where all the Bluthness comes in.
Oh, okay, just knock that over. Just out of pettiness.
Oh yeah, Casa de Cuckoo.
I prefer Casablanca, but that's just me. No, not the goblets. Here's where it feels like a Space Ace or Dragon Slayer game.
It was you who said that, and ever since you said it, I can't unsee it.
Yeah, it just looks Bluthy. I mean, but that's kind of a good thing, for Bluth at least, because, he's got such a distinct style that you can just see.
Yeah, everything looks like a weird hellscape.
Yeah. Charlie,
I
you
always
can
thought,
never
even
come
as a
back.
kid, not really knowing what Disney was, I was like, well, that's rather, this style is rather uncharacteristic for this
Yeah.
kind of movie.
Well, that's cool that you could even see that as a kid. And this was a really exciting climax. I mean, I
And
was
very
always...
young characters in perilous situations.
Oh, that's Bluth.
Also very
Yeah.
Bluthish.
Although these characters were always in perilous situations. Again, DuckTales.
Maybe I just didn't watch enough DuckTales.
I really like DuckTales, but I probably didn't watch enough of it either. I mean, the animation was nowhere near as good in the main show as it is in the movie, but that's because, they got a better budget here. I'm the queen of mean. This looks like the Troll in Central Park opening setting. Ew.
Yeah, what is that stuff?
I don't know, but it looks slightly Freudian when it opens up.
Why?
No, just the way it opens.
But wasn't Freud about...
I have a dirty mind, okay? Anyway. Where is his home? We don't even know where he lives.
Yeah, it just flies up into the air, and it never gets to its destination, so we never find out.
Where have you been chilling out, Murlock? Probably in a cave somewhere, I'd imagine. Or searching the world. It cannot. Oh. Yeah, Scrooge often forgets,
Oh no, bad.
But, I mean, throughout his life, he's always, triumphed against the impossible, so why should today be any different? Oh, maybe he can kill, hypothetically.
Well, he didn't say kill him.
Well, yeah, but this would kill him. I mean, I think they brought that in Return Jafar. Jafar can kill, but it would have to be a really roundabout way. I don't know. Rules are easily bended in Genie lore, I guess. Depends on the kind of genie you are. How can they breathe?
Maybe they're not that high up yet.
Use your marbles! So, the key here is to always have marbles on hand. And a slingshot. You will look like Dennis the Menace, but it'll be worth it.
Oh. I wonder if whichever duck, that small duck that was, feels bad that they're the reason why Scrooge fell off the thing.
Well, probably. He just looks weird when he talks with that thing. Kind of Radigan-y, actually.
I thought this was another Bluth-looking character. Or like the great animal from Swan Princess.
Oh yeah, Richard Rich. Swan Princess in that strange limbo of neither Bluth nor Disney. Well, movies at the time, at least. Awkward little animation. I mean, Scrooge is good in tight situations, clearly.
Yeah, this battle is surprisingly epic.
Hopefully that whole never die
Look, he
wish...
tries to fly.
Hopefully that wish he had about never dying wasn't just about old age. Or else he did. And my bin. Priorities. It's too heavenly here. Oof. Well,
Technically, he still would have survived, though, right? If he can live forever.
that's what I'm saying. Hopefully that wasn't just about, not dying of old age. I mean, he does come back in video games, but who knows how the canon works in these things. That being said, if he did die, it was a classic Disney villain death. Death by falling.
See, the animation...
Good wisher.
the animation quality is coming back.
Yeah. Well,
At least this
actually,
trip
earthly,
made
not
him
heavenly, but...
appreciate what he has.
Oh, Scrooge always appreciates what he has.
Yeah, but he wanted the...
Oh, yeah, but he always
treasure of
wants
Peli
more.
Baba.
Yeah, but he knows every little last penny by heart. I like the way he just floats over, so resigned.
No. Yeah, are we reacting?
Yeah, the animation gets suddenly really good here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a real boy, huh?
See, Mr. Scrooge is nice at the end.
Oh, yeah. Even at the cost of, losing his wish. Da, 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 da. It's a little sad that Genie doesn't show up in DuckTales after this, because there's some more seasons after this one. And instead we got Bubba the Cave Duck.
Little bit of Pinocchio in this last part, huh?
I'm a real boy, Papa. And that's what everyone wants. That line shouldn't be so funny, but it is.
That's one of the lines that I thought was on the side for me as a kid.
I thought it was funny as a kid, but now I'm just like, it's the delivery that sells it. Oh, even DeJean's a little thankful.
This bit when he said thank. That was cute.
Oh, don't push it.
The music was going to him going to...
A little bit of Mickey Mousing.
Such a sweet ending.
I know. I love a happy ending. Not like a DuckTales movie would end in tragedy, of course, but... Again with the parachute pants. You know, he runs very quickly for someone who's weighed down by a ton of gold.
Experience.
Clearly.
Wah, wah.
Here in Duckburg. Because we couldn't have a DuckTales movie without the song. That would be sacrilege. If you listen to the soundtrack, they actually do play the first few notes at a few points. Do 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 do.
So didn't the correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the voice actor who played Dijon also pass away earlier this year?
I believe he did, yes. And he
So
was
the two characters who closed the
well and
movie
young. Yeah,
have both passed away.
I'm sure he's in that great money bin in the sky.
And Dijon probably has whatever his little heart can desire.
Yes. I don't think... Oh, they don't have Frank Welker in the credits. Well, we know you were the Tiger, Frank. And probably some of the animal noises that Murlock made. Well, that was DuckTales the movie.
Thanks for watching it with us.
Yes, thank you. If you like, then let us know. We'll do more.
Yeah, do you like seeing our faces or do you not like seeing our faces? Please let us know.
How could you not love these faces?
How could you not love this face?